management. And of course, every company, it'll look different. The workday will look different, and it
Mhm.
depends on what phase of the product life cycle you're in. So, that keeps it interesting is that the tasks vary day by day. One day I could be working with marketing on a pricing promotion or a product launch. Another day I could be training a sales team on a new product or a feature. Another day I could be attending a trade show to scope out, new technologies or um, forge partnerships with new strategic partners. But I'm constantly evangelizing the importance of my product to internal and external stakeholders. So, I'm constantly teaching and driving my product toward whatever goal that the company has set forth.
That's really exciting, Lenworth. So it's not like you just go to office and you're expected to do a set of tasks and then you come back at 5 o'clock, right?
No, not at all. It's whatever the flavor is of the day. That's what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect.
For example, right now I'm working on something to do with pricing and promotion. So I'm spending a lot of time with marketing and finance. Um, but a couple of weeks ago, I was at a trade show, um, talking with customers and getting their pain points. So it really varies.
Okay.
It may sound cliche, but it's definitely communication. I mean, you pretty much hear that with every skill set, but it's particularly key in product management because you're constantly working with cross-functional teams to achieve either a corporate goal or a revenue goal or some kind of business goal. And in order to achieve that goal, you must clearly communicate that vision to every member of the team that you work with, whether it be finance or legal or marketing or engineering. Um, so you're constantly guiding the team toward whatever that goal is. So communication is the main skill to be able to clearly communicate that vision to each team member, to senior executives, to sponsors, to external partners, and most of all to the customers.
Okay, awesome. So is there a part of project management also involved in product management? As uh, as a product manager supposed to handle a part of project as well, a part of like managing project timelines? Is everyone doing their work on time? Is pushing people to get their work done, to maintaining that relationship with both client and the customers?
Absolutely, yeah. It's so um, I would put it as project management being a subset of product management because um, before project management, product managers uh, are have responsibilities of ideation and product strategy and things before the phase of getting into execution. And during the execution, you have to be there through every step of the way throughout the project um, to make sure that the requirements that you've come up with in the ideation stage are being properly executed upon. So you're almost kind of in the project management sense, you're kind of like a product sponsor of the or project sponsor of the project that you're
Okay.
executing to fulfill the product needs. So I'll say it depends.
Mm.
If you're a PM at a technical organization, you do not necessarily need a degree in engineering or computer science, but you definitely have to talk tech language and understand the concepts enough to communicate a vision or a requirement. So having a technical foundation definitely gives you more credibility when talking to these different stakeholders that you're communicating with on a daily basis. but you don't necessarily have to have formal education in a technical, discipline necessarily. Um, but one of the most important things is knowing the industry. Uh, if nothing else, a product manager has to know everything about whatever industry they're playing in. I mentioned, I'm doing telematics and IoT. I read blogs daily on, you know, uh, vehicle automation and connected vehicles. I attend trade shows. I listen to blogs. I'm, thoroughly immersed in everything to do with IoT or telematics, and that's what's expected of a product manager. Product management is not necessarily an entry level discipline. However, there are companies that have junior product manager or associate product manager roles that will be suited for someone coming straight out of school, and that will kind of mentor them in the discipline of product management. But being that there isn't, at least not yet, formal university courses on product management, particularly, um, it'd be very challenging for someone with um, no corporate experience to get a product manager position. However, if one of the characteristics of a good product manager is that they kind of have an entrepreneurial spirit and they have an inventor spirit. So if you have built something, or you have had your own business or a startup, they are well suited for a product management position. So you don't necessarily have to have a previous position as a product manager to get a position as a product manager, but you need those aspects of product management, which are product development or product marketing or product design. If you have those aspects of product management in your background, that would help you get your foot in the door.
Okay, awesome. So what's the usual expectation about prior experience for product manager role? Or even if I talk about associate product manager, I've seen position of associate product manager at companies like Amazon, at Google, at Facebook as well. So in general in industry, what's the basic expectation about prior experience?
If you have, one of those experience in one of those three buckets of marketing and or development or user experience or understanding customers, that those are highly favored in product management. But most of all, you have to be a communicator. You have to be able to present. Product managers are constantly presenting their ideas and trying to influence and get buy-in for those ideas. So analytical backgrounds are highly desired because you need to back up your idea with data to, try to prove your hypothesis or, to convince people to buy into your idea and feel that it's something worth pursuing. Um, and, you need to know how to sell your idea as well. So that's where the marketing and kind of sales experience comes in handy. Consulting is a good segue into product management because a lot of times consultants have to they're customer facing. They have to understand customers. They need to get requirements for what to build. They have to translate those requirements to the technical team to build things. So it's a lot of similarities to consulting and professional services as well. So you name it. If I was going to pick on some of the biggest challenges are, it would be making sure that your initiative gets priority. Um, Product managers very rarely are you the sole product manager of a whole product. You're usually a product manager of a module of a product or a certain area of a product. And with that, you have other modules and other products even that are competing for those same functionals, the cross-functional resources that I mentioned that you have to work with. So engineering has a backlog of 100 different features that they have to implement in a certain time frame. And one of my biggest challenges is making them or their management understand that my feature is needs this priority over other features. And that's probably one of the biggest challenges. Another big one is just getting budget approval from finance. And sometimes if you're past that hurdle, a big challenge could be getting legal approval to do something different business model, different way of interfacing with customers. Legal is heavily involved in all those decisions.